It's 8 a.m. in Mogadishu, Somalia. The sick and injured gather outside a hospital run by African Union peacekeepers. But just by seeking medical help, they risk brutal attacks from the anti-government Islamist group Al-Shabaab. The extremist group is known to dismember people and send the body parts to their families. But with few other hospitals in Mogadishu, this facility is a lifeline. Every month, up to 12,000 Somalis defy Al-Shabaab threats to come here for free medical assistance and emergency aid. The Amazon forces say that free assistance is a key part of winning hearts and minds of Somalis today. There are checks for suicide bombers. Soldiers fire warning shots to try to keep the crowd back. These are people desperate for help. A skirmish the night before between government forces and the rebels had injured civilians. This man rushed his 2 young boys to the hospital as soon as it opened.
It's blood. Yesterday afternoon.
In your house?
Yeah, in my house.
Clashes between the weak transitional government and Al-Shabaab echo across Mogadishu almost daily. Al-Shabaab, which recently announced its affiliation to Al-Qaeda, controls much of central and southern Somalia. And it's adopting more of Al-Qaeda's tactics, such as suicide bombings. In September of last year, a twin suicide bombing at the peacekeepers' base in the city killed 17 people. Improvised explosive devices known as IEDs are also a growing threat since the departure of Ethiopian troops who were supporting the government.
This kind of injury has increased. Earlier on, the soldiers could even move out of the camp and come back. Even doctors could go to Medina. And when the Ethiopians withdrew, there was a vacuum that was filled.
Foreign fighters are increasingly moving into Somalia to join forces with Al-Shabaab. The president says they number around 1,200. Some come from Pakistan and Afghanistan, say military leaders. And lately, a few dozen young Somalis in the West have come here to join the militants.
So actually, I would say it is an extension, or this program is a proxy of what is happening in Afghanistan, what is happening in other areas, trouble spots.
And have you seen an increase in foreign fighters recently? Is there any evidence to suggest that they're bulking up numbers?
Yes, we are getting information. They are coming in, they are coming in, they are coming in.
The militants thrive in Somalia's chaos, where there are wide open spaces, a weak central government, and where US intelligence has little or no presence. The Somali government says Al-Qaeda operatives from Yemen have begun crossing the Red Sea to Somalia. For ordinary Somalis, the future looks depressingly similar to the recent past. Jane Ferguson, for CNN, in Mogadishu.